best questions to ask a millionaire, and here are my responses. Suck your own challenge. I like that. Thanks, Louis. Alex asked, what do you want your next big purchase to be? A house, new supercar, etc. I just ordered a G80 and I've been waiting for 4 months to get an allocation for it. So maybe in the next 4 months I'll actually get it delivered. And then I have something cooking in the pod, so stay tuned for the big project. Next question. Why do you talk like you hate your life and you're a who has daddy's money? You think so? I'm sorry to break it to you, but my daddy didn't give me shit. He told me to get a job and do it because he wasn't gonna pay for anything. And honestly, tough love, but it made me grind because I didn't want to work in the slums. So shout out to my family for never giving me anything. It helped me succeed. So sorry, but no. Jack asked, what is your average profit margin from the purchases made on your stores? It depends what type of product I'm selling. If it's a high ticket product, it could be as high as 80% profit margins because I bulk ordered it from China. If it's something smaller, it could be around 50%, like for example, envelopes. But it varies day to day. It could be 30% one day because there's slower traffic. Maybe it's Q1. And then compared to Q4, it could be 60% because people are buying more gifts. So it varies day by day. Next question. How much do you make off of your courses compared to your stores? Ooh, the juicy question. Well, I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning I was making a lot from just selling products, and you can see all my highlights. I'm making $20,000 per day. And eventually, as I got more popular, I started equaling out. And right now I would say it's around a little more maybe from courses some days, and then on slower days it could be more from e-com. So it depends, it varies. But just because I make money from courses now doesn't mean that I'm still not doing e-com. I do both at the same time. So, you know, once you're an entrepreneur, you make more income streams. And if you're upset that I'm making money from mentoring, because you can't mentor one-on-one for free. It's impossible to teach everybody for a lifetime and provide full support and make you the store. It's just impossible. So let's be realistic, right? I have to charge a price. And if there's a high demand, the price goes up. It's just simple supply demand physics, right? Palmer asks, do you have a different LLC for each store or all under one? Well, you can separate the stores by having multiple LLCs if you want to have more protection. And then if you make around 150,000 plus, you can put it into an S Corp. Not a financial advice. Talk to your financial advisor, but that is just something I know. Next question. How do you offset your taxes? Italian man wants to know. Well, if you're making like few kind of schmickles, you can buy a car that's over 6,000 pounds. Like for example, Urus, that is over 6,000 pounds, and it's a, business expense. So you can write it off the whole price. Actually, in 2024, I believe it's 80% of the total value car, and then 2025, I think, or it's flipped. 2024, I think it's going to be 60%. It's going to be 20% less each year. So if you're making few money this year, take advantage of it while you're still can. Also, supplies, ad spend, inventory, equipment. Let's say you need to buy a camera to film your products for ads, stuff that help your businesses. That's how you offset your taxes. And then if you're making few type of schmickles like millions and you want to offset taxes, you do cost segregation on a short-term rental. But I'm not going to get into that. That's just boring shit. Nobody's going to listen to me. So next question. Alex wants to know, why don't you hit the gym? I feel like your life would escalate if it wasn't just being lazy, No, I am way too lazy and gym just hurts. It hurts. Don't like running. There is no runner's high. That's a myth. Next question. Elite Steady User says, beep boop. Beep boop to you too. Next question. Did you ever think there was a point in life where you want to give up? Many, many times. Hobby. Many times. In the beginning when I started doing e-com, it was really hard to continue pushing when you're spending your hard-earned dollars from your 9-to-5 job. And You're just blowing it on Facebook. You're making no money. And then you're just, everybody's telling you, hey, how's your little business going, buddy? You're not making any money. And yeah, it's just hard to continue. But then you see other people succeeding. You watch these YouTubers, and they're no different between, them and me. There's no difference. We're both humans. It's just how much effort they put in compared to me. How many mistakes am I going to make and learn from them, right? If I'm not learning from my mistakes, we're going back to the drawing board and I'm wasting more money. That's why I have to always, once you spend money, you go analyze what happened. Where could I go, improve from there? And then you succeed. So consistency pays off in the end. Good question, Javi. Next question. What is one advice you would give me as a starter? All right, Javi, we're going back to back. One advice. Let me think. Start today. Stop procrastinating. Stop. Just no procrastination. Stop. Just start right now. Go do something. Throw a rock at the wall. See what happens. If you don't start, if you constantly wait for some miracle to hit you in the head, it's not gonna happen. Like, you can watch millions of motivational videos and TikToks and me yapping, but at the end of the day, if you don't go out there and try it for yourself and fail and learn, then you will never succeed. That's just the bottom line. Next question. Would you collab with Mr. Beast? Collab with Mr. Beast? Maybe if Mr. Beast gave me one of his yummy chocolates, then just maybe I would. Doe Moves wants to know, did your family know what you were doing before you got rich? They had an idea, because I dropped out of college. They were like, what the f*** are you doing, bro? They were not happy about it until they saw that I'm like printing them schmickles. We're printing them. We're making 700,000 in 2 months. That is more than people's few years salary. So they kind of knew, and then I moved out, so I think they thought I was doing okay. Next question. Gabriel wants to know, is there still room for success in dropshipping when there's so many people doing it? Okay, bro, let me tell you. There's plenty of room. There's plenty of room. I see on YouTube all these new dropshippers, they're selling that dumbish. They're still dropshipping. They're not even bulk ordering and shipping themselves. They're just telling the supplier, hey, ship it to the customer. Let them wait 2 weeks or 1 week, depends on what supplier you get, but it works. It's just if you're not succeeding with dropshipping, you don't know either marketing or your offer is dog shit. So fix those two things and put in consistency, and it might work. It will work actually if you put enough effort. Damini Bra wants to know, what are the essentials needed for e-commerce to 100% work? Well, there's a lot of them, right? You need to know how to market. You need to know how to make good offers, how to make a customer feel good about their purchase and make them buy right now in this moment. But there's more to it, and I explain everything in my blueprint. It'll first link in my bio. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it, right? I mean, it's up to you. How did you find your way to making schmickles? I went on YouTube, I typed in how to make FU money, and then I saw that there's such thing as ecom. Before that, I thought you had to invent stuff. I was in high school, I was like a sophomore, I believe, and I thought I was going to invent something. So first was the crazy fidget spinner era, so I was like, I'll make a new one. And then I realized you need like patents, you need $20,000 for imprints, and it wasn't it. So then I was like, okay, cereal dispenser, it exists already. There's a patent for it. Waste of time. Then I saw, wow, you can actually sell the things that already exist. And then you just mark it up on your website, just like most people do, like Walmart, Target, all those people are middlemen, right? They sell it to the customer. So you just pocket the difference. So if you bought it for $1, you sell it for $2 to somebody, you pocket $1, right? So that's how I started. Prawn Sandwich asks, e-commerce versus dropshipping, it's the same shit. E-commerce is just dropshipping. E-commerce is online sales. Dropshipping is shipping it from a supplier to a customer without you ever touching the product. I personally like touching the product after I tested it because I am getting it for a better schmickle, better price in bulk, so a lot of units. And then I ship it individually to the customer to provide faster shipping, better customer support, branded products on the whatever, you put a logo on it, you call it branded, and ship it out. All right, let's see what KX Vin wants to know. Probability of method working in different countries. High. I mean, I have students worldwide, and for example, a student from Germany, it has way better conversions than people in the US because for some reason, the grandmas in Germany are just buying even better than in the US. I don't know how, they just are. So if you're worried about this working other countries or not, it works. And you can also target it to the US if you want to, if you're in a very, very small country, because you can have the supplier ship it to the customer directly from China. Next question. What was it like growing up? Thank you for asking, Derek. I grew up in Poland on a farm. I came to the US and we started grinding, but I didn't have any money in Poland. I didn't have a car. I mean, I was a young lad. I was just riding my BMX. I mean, I always had food on the table, but we didn't have probably $1,000 ever in the savings account. We always were paycheck to paycheck. So really rough beginnings, I would say, but I always had food on the table. So it wasn't like I was going hungry or whatever. We always had some scraps to reheat. And now we're just vibing. We're just making them schmickles, and it's the grind for 6 years paid off. It was an overnight success, but it was worth it. How much budget should I have reserved to start my store with you? I would say you would need a minimum of 1,500 for the product, printer, and I'll have 500 for the ads minimum. The more you have, the better with scaling. So definitely have more schmickles than 1,000, but that is the very minimum. And why do I say that? Is because other people have started with that amount and they have succeeded and went past 6 figs. So that is the bare minimum. The more money you have, the better. And if you keep a job and keep reusing the money from your job for your investment vehicle, or I mean, e-com, it's way better. That's what I did. I kept my job until I really made a few money. What program can I invest and earn passive income? Well, there's one below if you want the blueprint or if you want to work with me one-on-one for a lifetime. I can make you this store and I can show you how to make passive income, but it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be overnight. It's going to be a challenge and you're going to learn from everything I teach you and you're going to apply all the knowledge. So if you're ready for the challenge, it's below. Josh says, I'm not going to say it. Come on, Josh. Why would you say that? That's just rude. Next question. Nino's asked, why does your system cost 5K? Well, it's because of demand and it's going to be 15K soon. So yeah, it's just simple supply and demand. The more people want to work with me one-on-one for a lifetime, the higher the price is going to be, because I physically as a one-man team can't answer, thousands of students every single day, right? So it's just simple supply demand. That's why. Russian Sands asked, is your career worth it? Well, there's no limit to making the schmickles. So I would say it's very worth it. Next question. If you had to start all over again, what would you do? I would find a product that is already selling. I would find an emotional angle on it. I would make it a good offer so customer feels great about buying from me. And I would sell the living out of it. And final question, where do you see yourself in 20 years? I will be retired by then, again, because I'm already retired, billionaire status, because that is my ultimate goal, and I'll probably drink a coconut, be teaching still, because I like teaching, and yeah. But on that note, if you want to drop a sub, you'll be entered to win 10,000 schmickle giveaway at 100K subs, so if you want me to reach it faster, go share with your grandma, grandpa, dog, uncle, cousin, friends, neighbor, and your turtle. Appreciate you watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. What was your favorite question? And see you on the next one.